Good morning, everyone. We're at Walmart. We're in Greenville, Tennessee, and we are beginning another week of toy hunting. Let's head into the home base store here. Let's see what they got. Well, we're here at the home base and kind of the same everything else, but they do have Scarecrow. That's cool to see. Barcode on him. I don't see any more from that wave, but they do still have those Spawn figures. Fan drop stuff. They got some of the Muppets too. There's Miss Piggy. First mate, Miss Piggy. Okay, some Muppets. That one is based on the Pirate Adventure or whatever. Gonzo. Yeah, you got Daredevil over there still. Katana and Johnny Cage there from New Mortal Kombat. That looks like about it for the collectors, but that's cool to see Scarecrow. Let's get back now and let's see what else they got. Well, the diecast section here, there's Series 6. That's cool. Dorado at the home base has been super stocked. Or it looks a lot fuller than it did the other day. So yeah, let's look around and see what they got here. They do have another thing of Hollywood green lights. I haven't had a wave of these in a while. There's the Crow, an A-Team truck. But I gotta say, the only reason I turned the camera on, I've already looked at all this, not much different, exciting, except for one thing that I'm thinking about getting. I got that, that's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing this at Walmart. Not saying that it wasn't. But if I can get it down here, I don't recall seeing this one. Smokey the Bear. 80s Chevrolet Blazer and a die-cast Smokey the Bear figure. That's kind of cool. We're going to get that out and take pictures. If I don't end up buying it, it may at least end up on the thumbnail. What is that one? Mecha Godzilla. That's kind of cool. I've seen a Godzilla one before. Little metal figure's kind of sweet. Okay, we'll get pictures of that. Everything else here, guys, is kind of the same. I got excited. They had a bunch of stock boxes cut up at the end. I don't see anything different. One thing I'm trying to keep a lookout for, I don't remember who, but somebody left a message or a comment or something that Series 2 of these things are starting to hit. The slap belts. I definitely got to get Series 2. Oh, they got Seth Rollins. This keeps showing up here randomly. I guess it'll be here for a couple of days and it disappears and it shows up again. He was $17 on the app the other day. But anywho, we'll save him for the rest of the recording time in here when we get some newer stuff this week. I just wanted to show Smokey the Bear. Well, we're back here at the home base Walmart again, and just kind of giving a granular little look over here. I don't see much else different. They did get another case of these though, and they got the same case they got the last 2 times. So there is Shrek, and then we've got Oswald Cobblepot. Would have been a great mayor of Gotham City in my opinion. And then we got what I need to watch season 2 of. We got Peacemaker. So yeah, they got this case in again, and we just killed the Predator. Sorry about that, buddy. So Batman Returns showing up, but still not the other case that will have probably the other one of him, and then Batman and Catwoman. Have they got any other stock boxes up here? Doesn't look like it. All right, guys, let's go back to toys. But hey, cool find here this morning. Well, the home base doesn't have anything new in the toys section except for this. This is the second retro card of Flint. Now, he's not $9.84. He's $27.99, according to scanning him on the app. But yeah, this is the second time they've had the retro card Flint. I'm guessing online returns. I don't know. But that's about the most exciting thing they got down here this morning, guys. We'll check out this aisle a little more later in the week. So let's get out of here now and see if we can find us anything else. Well, we got some time. Let's take a little stroll down the home base toy aisle here. I've shown you bits and pieces so far this week, so let's see what the whole thing looks like. Nothing different on diecast versus what I showed you here the other day. So pretty much same old, same old. They did sell Smokey the Bear, and I didn't pick it up to spoil the haul, so kind of glad that temptation's gone. Still got the stuff for Superman down there on sale. Somebody posted, I think it was Jorbitron maybe, or Beta Packs, can't remember, posted finding those Superman figures at Ross, and it seems like they're around the same price they are here. I don't know though, I need to go back and watch that post he put up again to see what the cost was. Nothing different in Micro Galaxy. Still got Flynn hanging out there. See all the Star Wars they got. Not anything new or different, unfortunately. Nothing in our Transformers. Same old, same old. Do have some blockies. All kinds of blockies. For that, you got Hound Brawn. Lord, not even Hound. I should just edit that out. Anyway, sorry. Brawn Sea Spray. Anything different in these? Air Raid. Still got Optimus. Stone Cold and Seth Rollins there. Somebody finally got the Solo Sokoa Ultimate. Still Series 1 slap belts. No Series 2 yet. It looks like Air Raid. And who's this one? Flatline. That's kind of cool. And who's the other one? Another red alert. My bad. I called it Air Raid. That's what I just saw there. But my names are terrible today with these things. Nothing at all different in wrestling. Just trying to check the top up there. I don't see anything. Someone finally got that. No, there they are. Dalsim. There's those two Street Fighter figures there. Money in the Bank. Ring. And then our Street Fighter here. Who we got? Got Bison, Ken, and Phalon. And nothing really new in this stuff. Well, there you go, guys. As far as a look at the toy aisle here, we'll check back more this week. If they get anything else different, you'll see it. But if not, this has been the Greenville Walmart. All right, folks, we're going toward the big shiny bullseye there. We're going to check out Target in Johnson City. Got the spouse with me tonight, but she wants to go in TJ Maxx. She won't go toy hunting. So yeah, we're going to go in Target, and then we're going to go over and find her in TJ Maxx. Collectibles we heart. What do we got? Ooh, they got some of these things. Well, the Super 7 reactions, I'm sure it says they're $14.99. There's no pictures of what's actually in them. It is kind of cool. It feels really lightweight though. Like the presentation. Do like the movie's based on. There's Liu Kang. Ooh, katana. 3 Liu Kangs and a katana. 2 Brainiacs. Aquaman and Captain Cold. Still got Hank McLean down there and a Steph Harper in the back. There's Steph Harper and Cooper Howard. Who else we got here? Still got classic Batman, non-platies. Doesn't look like much else different what they had over the weekend. Do have stuff though. I'm not saying there's nothing here. Snarf, some of the Turtle Page Punchers. We've been seeing those for quite a while now. Oh, this store is difficult tonight. Let's try this aisle, guys, and we'll try to get down the action figures. Still got plenty of the 6-packs there for Turtles. There's the module hanging out. Simpsons. Don't see any of the Godzilla Turtle crossover stuff. There's Homer. Anything different in Simpsons? Nah. Tactical Agent still 50% off. So is the Carta guy. Ooh, Orson Krennic's down to 50% now. Oh man, look there. That would have been that robot. I forget, SM33 or whatever. $10.19. We might scan the Tactical Agent to see if he's down to 70% yet. It seems like him and the robot went on clearance at the same time, so that could be a 70% clearance. Wrestling stuff, classic Cage. You got Hunter, Razor, and Sean. There is Diesel, no chases. Nothing else different in wrestling. Anything on our diecast side? Nothing jumping out saying boo. They don't have another Upstruck, do they? Starting to think I got lucky. It was a one-time find. And we got some newer premiums. I haven't seen these things yet. Hot Wheels Car Culture. There you go. Don't know if I got the whole way. Doesn't look like it. The Honda CRX is kind of cool. Never seen those on the road back in the day. Oh, here we go. Action Comics. One of the nicer ones to come out in the last little while, in my opinion. Now they have stock diecast. This was pretty peaked the last few times I have been in here. Looks like Thomas the Train. Dead chase. I would be shocked to find a treasure hunt in here this time of night. I got one of those and a whole keychain for work. Alright, should just left the camera on. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, they got another Peg of Storm. Wasn't she on sale? Maybe she just went off sale. I don't know. I've seen her well, I won't say quite a few times, but more so than I have Wolverine. I've only seen Wolverine a couple of times. Captain America. There's another Storm laying there. Got some of the Transformer crossover back there. Still got a couple of Frag Vipers. There is the police officer. Of course, he is not on clearance. He is full price. 3 of him. They got the Motu 2-pack there. All the Power Ranger stuff. There's some Batgirl. It's cool to see. And still got a Sandman. Adam Strange has been here forever. And there's the Transformers. Doesn't appear to be anything different. And these Zuru Max sets that are very tempting for me to buy that I haven't given in yet and trying to fight the urge. Oh, here's the SM33. You get only $10.19, guys. That is tempting for 10 bucks. But I'm going to hang it back up over there where it goes. In case a Star Wars person comes in and wants it, they'll be able to hopefully find it if it's still there. Well, back in Johnson City Target for the final time this week. Did have a couple of things this morning. They didn't have Zod the other day. They just had all Superman. And then we've got Sci-Fi. So I'm guessing they got the new wave again. It's the second time seeing Sci-Fi here. Barcode. A couple of Frag Vipers still, and nothing else looks to be different. So we are heading out, guys. That'll do it for Target this week. We're back here this weekend. See if they get anything else. Now, let's see what we got here at GameStop. We got Gambit, Remillable, and one of the better figures I've opened here in the last little while. That Cable, $27.99. That's the same price as Walmart now, right? I was thinking it'd be $29.99. Oh, they got Frank. Now, he's $29.99. Bernthal Punisher. Walmart's getting him too right now. And the ones that have the collector's island, but I don't remember how much he is. There's Rocket Raccoon, Black Panther still. Over here we got Footloose, Frag Viper, T-Craft, Bat Multicraft. Still got a Viper and Rock and Roll. Spawn figures down there. Seen those a while, although this one is pretty sweet. That one's tempting to get. I think it's the same price as Target. It's Target $29.99 as well. I can't remember. Transformers 1 Megatron, Jazz, Flatline, Liu Kang down there. Got the pack there, and you still got the Doomslayer. Still got Batgirl, Pimp Daddy Nightwing. Got Troikas. Still got the Riddler hanging out there, the new wave. Hush version. Azrael Batman, got Monarch still. Okay. What do we got over here? Still got Snake Eyes and the Bear. Still got Gargantos. I gotta decide if I'm gonna end up buying Gargantos or not. Don't know if I'll buy it from here or may get it offline, but he is tempting. He's the only one of those I don't have. Well, we got some different SH figure arts in here. They do have Aragorn. I've had Frodo before and Gollum, but it's the first time I've seen Aragorn here. Well, let's wander over to the other side of the store. Still got Ghost Spider, Panther, Captain America, Deadpool, Torch, Captain America, Punisher. Nothing too super exciting. Helmets. Nothing else much exciting there. Let's go check out the pops. See what they got on the other side of the store. If we find anything else, I'll show it to you. Big Master Sword. If not, we are done. They still got the Batmobile. Nope, they sold the Batmobile. We're gonna make a quick run in Ross because Lady's with me and she's hungry. And before I turn the camera on, my life was threatened. So we have to hurry and then feed my woman. All right, friends, what do we got here? There's Gluttony hanging out up there. OSHA, some anime stuff, mostly statues still on this end cap. They're Pikachu's and they're looking at me. What's over here? Security breach, Vanny. Bunch of other Dragon Ball figures. There's Clamp Champ. Got some more Turtles of Grayskull. They all Clamp Champ. They're all Clamp Champ. So 4 Clamp Champs, $9.99. Weren't these $12.99 before? Can't remember. All right, what do we got? Books. Check them out. Still got NECA. He is $12.99. Haha. I thought I saw one that's $12.99. Is that the same wave as Clamp Champ? Nope, different wave. Maybe that's why. That's a cool figure. I've debated on buying that every time I've seen it here. It's actually been here for quite a while. Let's say just keep restocking it. Motu and Masterverse have been the only thing I've been finding at Ross lately. It's kind of a cool little Pennywise figure. Getting ready to say there's another mechanic. That's the one I just put up there. Got some Dark Guns, Paw Patrol, Sonic. That tank looks sweet. Choppa. Sonic 3 stuff. Still got a buttload of the UFC stuff. You got the Holy Trinity down there. Mario, Luigi, and Peach 3-pack. Creepers. We'll check out the tables there in a second. What's on the end cap? Let's look at that first. There's the Holy Trinity again. Bunch of those. And Mojito there. Whatever that is. Bluey. I don't see anything exciting. I see that Matrix of Leadership for Transformers. I don't know how I spotted that, but it's right there on the end of that shelf. There's a Care Bear. Who is that? Tenderheart Bear. There's another Mechanic. Got 2 of him. Whole peg of Clamp Champs. All kinds of Turtles of Grayskull so far. Bunch of those Batcave. There's the Batmobile, Joker. Got some Batman stuff going on. Invader Zim, that's kind of cool. OSHA, got some monster trucks. Let's see. Excuse me. There's a bunch of Motu. Ooh, what we got here? Leo. That's a good Leo figure. I picked that one up. Regular retail. It's an older wave there. There's Stealth Ninja He-Man, that same wave. And Turtles of Grayskull have been showing up like crazy at the local Ross stores here. And Hordak, I've actually got this figure out on one of my shelves at home. So who are they missing? April O'Neil. Is she down here somewhere? She is. She's escaping my vision at the current moment. Down there. Somebody might have grabbed April. But cool to see those. And that brings us back to here. So let's go check the tables out, guys, and see what's out there. We're going to take some pictures of some of this Motu first, because we need that Instagram and thumbnail fodder, and then we'll check out the tables. Okay, we did dig through some stuff off camera. I did find one of those metal Ninja Force Batman things, and they had some of those bigger Hot Wheels, the ones that are $25, a bigger scale. But we've seen that stuff before, so I didn't turn the camera back on just for that. Nothing's jumping out at me on these tables. There's a stock thingy. Nothing really there. Let's check out the back side of this stuff. We'll make our way through the other tables. There's a Raptor mask. Man, those bat caves are everywhere here. There's some more of the the Zuru Max. I got Kelly one of these right here, but I don't recall which one I bought her. There's the retro. That was an awesome wave right there. If you're brick fans, guys, I would recommend those if you haven't messed with Zuru before. Very, very, very close to Lego quality. Probably the closest to Lego out of any other brick brand I have messed with. That Mega Bloks both. Still got to try at the Mattel Brick Shop, though. I've got 2 cars to build for them. But I haven't tried yet. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for the toy section here. I don't see much jumping out on these tables. We're going to dig through a little bit more. We're going to go find the lady, and we're going to go get something to eat. Ah, here we go. First time seeing this guy, Ross. Earl Sinclair, $17.99. Now, that's pretty sweet right there. Earl's tempting. That might end up in the toy haul. Who knows? Bunch of anime statues. Big scale ones, too. How much are those? In case anybody's a fan of this stuff. I can't hardly get a hold of the box. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry for the close-up, but there you go, 20 bucks. Dinos over in there, a few little assorted pops. But yeah, Earl's cool to see. Oh, Brown's Mill, the Walmart, and the little dilapidated Hot Wheels end cap. Oh, we got some Simpsons over here. Looks like it's all Bartman, though. This seems to be a random catch-all anymore for stuff, so it's kind of cool to see what they get there. Let's see what we got here. Well, there's some My Hero things Madison likes. Hey, lady, they must have found that box of My Hero stuff. By that, I mean they found it in the back stocker and brought it out here. Yeah. Anyways, let's see what we got here. Yes, I've been looking at some of the Grinch ones. They got some more up front from like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like Santa and the sleigh and stuff. They're up under Christmas decorations. I thought about getting some of those. Lady's got an eye like I got. She likes the brick craft sets. There's Blowtorch. Oh, that's the one with the cut tab. That's right. I think there was a Frag Viper here. Right there he is. He's still here. These things just aren't selling in my area. Of course, it's not the strongest of the Vipers in my opinion. There's Tigra, He-Man, and Panthro. So they got Wave 2 again. That's kind of cool. Ooh, we got some WWE. There's Lex Luger, the new Wave. There's The Rock. The barcode on those, the newest Monday Night War figures. I've forgotten who else is in this wave. Fatu and Booker T. Mr. Luger. I'm going to take pictures of those with thumbnail fodder along with some of the Motu Thundercats crossover. Got Stone Cold Ultimates. You got any more of the new wave? That's Bulldog. Doesn't look like it. This is hiding up here. That's Series 2. Nope, Series 1 slap belts. And do you see them? They're down there on the bottom shelf beside the B-slab stuff. Those little bond bags. I got 5 last time I found them. She only needs, what, 4 of them to have the set. Madison likes those little My Hero blind bag figures, so we're determining if we're going to buy her any or not. She's almost got a set of them. No Spider-Man 77. They do have Velocity suit still, and a butane utility torch there. Somebody's apparently stolen. Star Wars, Cobb Banth. Oh, look here, Kelnaka. One says 12, one says 20. I don't know what the real price is. I saw those for $8 somewhere, but I never did buy any more him. I got the Darth Vader one when it was on sale one time. Didn't like that figure. Did like that figure. It's not like I said didn't like. Don't see anything different up through here. But hey, we do have some wrestling finds. Some Motu and Thundercats. I keep wanting to say Turtles of Grayskull. It's not Turtles of Grayskull anymore. Those are at Ross. What the big Simpsons set up there is. That the couch scene, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the little family scene. I'm not sure what that is. Anything else? You get it? Some little blind bags? Spoiled little snot. She's mean to me. I get bullied by a 14-year-old. Still got a huge stack of Simpsons up there. I see Moe and Lisa and Homer. There's Krusty still hanging out down here. Got some comic book guys still there. For that looks like about it back here, everybody. Let's take some pictures of some Thundercats. The spouse is dodging the camera. And some wrestlers for thumbnail fodder. And then we'll check out collectors, see what else they got. Alright, still got the brick craft sets here for the Grinch. They haven't sold too many of those, what Kelly was looking at. 29 bucks for about 600 pieces. That's not bad. They did add these though, and check this out, guys. Snoopy. Snoopy in the puffer jacket. That's kind of tempting. 10 bucks and 188 pieces. There's Charlie Brown. There's another Snoopy. You got Woodstock, some Grinch stuff down there, some Hello Kitty. So some more brick craft stuff here. But all right, we're going to check out collectors now. Yeah, this is just a big old conglomeration of mess right here. Well, let's try to peek at this table first. It's kind of hard to tell what's over in there, guys. I don't want to move anything one-handed, so I would dig through this with the camera off, so I won't be knocking stuff all over the place, but we can still scan it real quick. See if anything jumps out and says boo. Doesn't appear that. What's that box thing there? See Skelver hanging out over there. Those did not sell very fast in this area. Oh, the Turtles of Grayskull stuff's lingering at the local Ross stores. I guess nobody really wants it, and they've already got it at retail. There's another Skelra. A couple of him hanging out over here. What do we got here? Nothing much different. They do have some of the Hot Wheels. There's an Aston Martin and the Jeep, and these are $10.99 each. Still got Demona comic book kit, Nightwing Bendy figure, some more diecast, Fast and the Furious. It's Chewbacca. That's the flocked one. It is $4.99. I remember seeing that in Books of Me a while back. And a JAEW Frankenstein NECA. Some Star Wars pops back in there. Is that more Chewbacca? Yep, Chewie and some Pokemon stuff back in there. Not seeing anything else too exciting back in there. Another Demona, little Michael Myers vinyl figure. More gargoyles at Demona. It is a mini block set. These things are nice. I put a couple of them together. Man, those blocks are small. They will aggravate the crap out of your fingers. Nothing there. And then I didn't see much hiding on this side. Bowser's Airship. I pointed that out or not. I'm disappointed in that. I bought that at Burlington a couple of years ago. I thought that was a little bland. Optimus Prime controller holder. We'll go look at the tables over there. If there's anything any good, I'll show you. It looks like it's kind of the same old stuff, scooters and stuff like that. If we find any figures, you'll see them. But if not, we're going to sign out from Ross for today. Okay, West Market Street Walmart here in Johnson City, Tennessee. Let's head back here and let's see if they got anything for us this week. Checking out this little toy section up in the Christmas stuff again. Looks like they got it more fully stocked. What is that? Is that the Office? Hey, cool, the Office Mini Pops. Those are fun. And Dragon Ball Z. Of course, you got the little Britannical stuff down there. You got the ones from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and some of the flowers. Some more up there. Not much different here. I don't recall if I saw this last time. You got a rock figure here for the Knuckle Crunchers. Little fold-out playset there with the microphone. That's kind of neat. The barcode. Anybody's looking for that? $30. Probably a good Ross pickup in a couple of years. Megazord down there. Back over here. Not much I haven't been seeing. Got the cool big dinosaur there. Alright, our slap bands. That looks like it is Series 1. So let's see what else we got. I have still not seen Series 2. I could have swore somebody told me in either Instagram or a comment on a past video that they were out. They got the new Monday Night War Wave. We got some wrestling here this morning. There's GIJoe again. Booker T. Barcode. There's two of the Rock. Barcode. Just wanted to compare these. Series 1 here on those two. I don't think there's any difference. I don't know if they're chasing these things or not. This wave is for 2. And I think we saw Lex and Brown's Mill the other night. I can't remember for sure which ones were there and which ones weren't. Let's hang all that back up that we can. And, well, they're on the same thing here, so we'll just put them all there. Hang them all up for them. Cody, Austin, got some new basics, 159. Who knows in this wave? Tiffany Stratton, Wendy Chu, Xavier. There's Xavier and American Nightmare. So none of the ladies are here. Austin, no, the other Steiner. So we got some wrestling finds this morning. Champs. Scavenger. Not a wrestler, but still. Alright. All right, the toy aisle, or action figure aisle, got a little populated. So I was not able to film the rest of it, but really, there wasn't anything else there that we haven't seen 1,000 times. The wrestling figures were the only new with the Monday Night War. I got a bunch of There's baseball homer back there, and then Millhouse. I only saw Millhouse a couple of times total, maybe at GameStop. I don't know if that one's, I'm sure it's hit Ross. I don't recall seeing it, but most of the rest of them have, so that's an assumption, so I could be wrong. Yeah, I haven't seen any new figures in these lines in quite a while. Just thinking, spitballing off the top of my head here. Nothing new in video game stuff. Well, let's look at the diecast if we got anything. But yeah, looks like it might be finished up here. Collector section was a bust, and again, there's nothing else down the toy aisle, but I'll try to get back down that if I can. But let's look at diecast to see what's there. Okay, we're starting up here. Has some people come down the lower half of the aisle, so let's scan up here and see what they got, if there's anything different. Superman movie stuff, the Ninja Force. I know I'm going quick, guys, but as you can see, there's nothing really different. Looks like the Monday Night War might have been the hitter on this aisle. It was cool to see the whole wave again, though. That was only $10 at Target the other night. Spider-Man 77 Velocity suit. Is this one of the few Walmart that still has 77? I say that, and Browns Mill might have had it. I don't remember. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Let's head to the register, see if everyone get us anything, and then head on to the next.
Hello there, toy fans. My name is Chris. I am the Man Collects. I want to welcome you back here to the Man Hut as we wrap up another week of toy hunting adventures. First of all, thank you for giving me some of your time to watch this video. If you have enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Alright, my friends, not a bad week. We did find some fun stuff out there, so let's just jump right in head first. Top 3 coolest finds from this week of toy hunting adventures, and we're going to start with find number 3. That goes to some brick building sets that I really enjoyed. I'm a Lego fan, have been for a long time, don't buy as much as I used to, but if you are fans of brick building sets, check out Brickcraft. They got some of the new seasonal stuff starting to hit the toy sections, and then the seasonal sections there in Walmart's. We saw the ones based on Charlie Brown. You had 2 versions of Snoopy, the little headstand thingy there, then the one with the big winter coat on, then you had Woodstock and Charlie Brown. Really enjoy Brickcraft sets, really enjoy these seasonal ones they do. It's one of my favorite things to put together as the seasons change, and I may or may not have picked up a couple of those. You may see in a future video here on the channel to show what those things are like. But once again, if you're a fan of Lego or brick built sets, I think you'd really enjoy Brickcraft if you have not tried it before. It's a lot cheaper than buying Lego sets, and I think it's just the same quality you get with those. But I like seeing those seasonal sets as the seasons change. It's cool to see the ones for Christmas starting to show up. That's my number 3 coolest finds. All those Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and Woodstock buildable sets we did see at Walmart this week. Alright, let's move up to the middle of the pack. Number 2. Number 2 goes to an assortment that I have found 3 different times now, but I have yet to find the other assortment of this wave, talking about the McFarlane Deluxe Theatrical Editions of Batman Returns and then Peacemaker. We did find another assortment case this week with Max Schreck, the Red Sticker Platinum, the Penguin, and Peacemaker. That's the 3rd time I have found that assortment at Walmart, but I have yet to see the one show up in my area anyways that has Michael Keaton Batman and Catwoman in it. And I'm assuming that one's got the other Shrek, Batman, and Catwoman, because most of the 6-pack sets of those Target was getting had 2 Max Shreks in it. But then again, it's cool to see them. You don't see them that often. When they do show up in my area, they are not lasting long on the shelf. Well, Peacemaker kind of does, but the Batman Returns figures don't. So it's cool to see them again this week. And eventually, maybe we'll see, Catwoman and Michael Keaton grace the shelf there in the collector's section when they get the other assortment case. But for this week, number 2 goes to the Penguin, Shrek, and Peacemaker. That little 3-pack case we saw hit the Walmart here in Greenville. Alrighty, we're there already. Top of the line. Number 1. Number 1 this week goes to a wave of figures. It's kind of one of the weaker ones, I think, in this series, but I haven't seen it all that much yet, so I gave it number 1. That is WWE Monday Night War. We did see the whole new wave there in Johnson City. We saw GIJoe version of Booker T. We saw Fatu. We saw Wolfpack Lex Luger. And then we saw The Rock show up there into West Market. West Market had the whole wave. Browns Mills had a couple of them, but then again, I've only seen those once or twice, so that's why I gave it number 1. Just haven't seen them all that much. Really enjoy the Monday Night War wave from Mattel for WWE. It's one of the more nostalgic waves I see of the wrestling figures out there, because the Monday Night War era, the Attitude Era and all that, my opinion, best time in wrestling. It'll never be topped as far as my lifetime for what I've seen, and just my personal opinion on that. But cool to see those again. And for this week's hunt, the WWE Monday Night War wave was number 1. Alrighty folks, let's go to our toy haul. Got some things here I got on camera and some things I picked up off camera. So we'll start with that. I did grab Snoopy. I got him there in the big puffy jacket, and I also got the little, I thought it was an ornament, but it's actually a stand there if you look on the back when I first saw it. But there we go, got both little Snoopy sets. We're going to put those together. I'll probably take my pumpkins down back there eventually and probably put those back there in their place once I get those built. Next pickup, I did find something I have been looking for, and we got a couple of boxes of these. We did find the Batman medal from Upper Deck. They're starting to hit Walmart stores, so be sure to check that out. And there is a barcode, if that helps you, take a picture of that to see if Walmart can scan it. I don't know if these show up in their system when they're stocked by the trading card vendors, but really looking forward to these. This will be next Wednesday's video, is my opening of these Batman medal cards. And then my last pickup, and it's not the least, of course, one of my best Ross finds from this week. I did get NECA Earl Sinclair. I loved the dinosaur show when I was a kid. I did see these when they were at full retail, but I didn't want to pick them up for that. But for 18 bucks, I'll get an Earl here. We're going to crack him out of here and put him on the shelf somewhere. But that rounds out my toy haul for this week, guys, and that is the video. Hope you did enjoy it and you had a great week yourself. But now let's do social media pleasantries for the Man Collects. Instagram, description of the video, about page on YouTube, splash on the screen. All that shows you how to find me on Instagram. Look me up on there, give me a follow, send me a message, should you choose to. And then there is this YouTube channel, The Man Collects. If you are that first-time viewer, or you've came back a bunch of times, you've not yet subscribed, consider clicking subscribe to the channel, see what comes down the pipe here on YouTube. Everybody, once again, I hope you had a great week. All you hunters and collectors, best of luck out there this weekend, and I will see you back here on YouTube the next time the man comes around.